Okay, another wig, another video, whatever. I'm making this video because I want, I hope to be able to look back on it. I usually make videos talking about menstruation, talking about ovulation, talking about pregnancy, all kind of reproductive videos. I like talking about, the women's reproductive system because I have a history with it, as well as my mom and my grandma. It just goes like back and back and back. I just realized all my lipstick is gone because it faded throughout the day. So tomorrow I am off to go see my gynecologist. I was actually supposed to see her in July, but I'm kind of having an emergency visit with her. Had something kind of strange happen the past couple of days. My whole life, ever since I've started my period, my periods have been pretty regular. They've never really been, I mean, I've had like a few times where they've been late, where they've been like 4 or 5 days late or 5 or 6 days late. But most of the time usually was because I was under a lot of stress. And it would cause my period to just kind of go like off the charts. And it would just be like really, really out of whack. So, but they're few and far and few and in between. I usually don't have irregular cycles. I usually am not. Last year, this is kind of embarrassing, but then again, it's not, because you can actually be born with it. Last year, I was diagnosed with HPV. To anybody that doesn't know what that is, it's the human I can't say this word. It's the human papilloma. It's a virus. You're either born with it or it's a sexually transmitted disease. You can catch it from a partner. Men actually cannot, I guess I heard, I might be wrong on this, that men cannot get it. Men hold it and they give it to females. Men just have it laying inside of them dormant. There's nothing that can be done for that. There's nothing that they can take, or a pill that they can take that will just make that go away so they can have, in my life, I've only had 3 sexual partners. I have never been a promiscuous person. I have never, I've never really, I don't easily just give myself away, because I'm very, I'm not gonna say picky, because that's the wrong word. I'm very cautious about who I sleep with, because it's dangerous. Like, you don't just go around sleeping with anybody. I have a really, really bad sinus infection right now, so I'm on antibiotics for it. So if I sniffle a lot, it's because of that. It's like all right here. It's really annoying. Watch that be my video clip of me doing that. They always give me the most stupidest video clips. Or video still. So anyways, I was diagnosed with that last year. And my doctor, my gynecologist, told me, she said I'd have to come back in yearly for my pap smears instead of every, 3 or 4 years like regular women do. I can't do that because I'm high risk right now. I have to blow my nose. 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I get yearly sinus infections, usually seasonally. And I guess this year was no exception, so I got another one. Anyways, so like I said, I've only had 3 sexual partners. My gynecologist told me, she said there is a chance that I might have just been born with it, but I know that's not true because I never had this before, and I've had pap smears before, so they always came back regular. So I know that I've had this from one of my partners. Not that I'm blaming anybody, because I'm as guilty, you know, too. I was, you know, it takes two to tango, so. But anyways, my doctor told me, gynecologist told me that she said that because of HPV that I'm high risk, but she did say that I have the lower end spectrum. I don't know how it works. I'm all new to this, so I don't really know. I have the lower end of it. I'm not like in this one area where it's like super duper dangerous. Like it's like, did it like way up there. I'm on like the lower grade end of it. But regardless, I still have to get checked yearly. And I have to be checked for cervical cancer and cervical issues or whatever. I have to constantly be checked because the virus can cause my... Now, the thing about HPV is it can go away. It's just like a virus, my gynecologist said. She said that it can, you know, just go away. Like, you can come back the next year and get checked again and it's gone. So it doesn't necessarily mean you have it for the rest of your life. It can go away. So anyways, like I said, my menstrual cycle usually is pretty regular, and it's not. And I know I'm not pregnant because I already had a pregnancy test taken 2 days ago, and it came up negative. My doctor told me, she said that she thinks it's too early. I don't really think that's true because I'm usually like if I'm pregnant, I'm pregnant. Like, I automatically know, like, it shows up. I usually can actually take an early test and I'll have the faint pink line and it'll show up. So I know I'm not pregnant, and I don't have any symptoms of pregnancy whatsoever. My period is going on 5 days late. That's not, you know, as of lately, that's not like me. So tomorrow, I'm going to go get another my yearly pap smear. I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. I won't get the results tomorrow, which is another crappy part of it. You have to wait like days before you get your results back. So now you're even more scared because you have to keep waiting. I am been thinking about life a lot today. I've been thinking about how fragile life actually is and how much we can take life for granted. Stupid petty things that we worry about on day-to-day basis, like, you know, what our hair looks like, or, you know, what our makeup looks like, or what car we're driving, or that, and staring at our phones 24/7, and, you know, not spending enough time with our friends and our family and our, you know, our children or anything like that. Complaining about stupid things, not really being grateful for what we have, and not being grateful for the time that we have, or the things that we have in our lives, and just in general, and always looking for the next thing, and before you know it, you blink and your life is over. It's just like you're always wanting to move on to the next phase of life, that you're not really focusing on where you're at, and there might not be a next phase. It might just be that phase in the end, you know. So I've been thinking about that a lot. It's just like when these kind of things happen, it just really makes you think about your life in general, and it makes you think about everything in your life. And I haven't cried about it yet. I haven't gotten upset. I am scared. I think it's because I'm depressed. I think depression is kind of like shutting those feelings down, and making me not feel anything right now. I think depression is just making me feel numb, and is like, you know, that kind of feeling. I've had a really, really bad couple of months. It's been really hard. Starting in December of last year, me and my family got struck down with COVID. Right after that, then, or a month before that, I ended up losing a family member. My husband we've all faced financial difficulties. My husband's lost multiple jobs the past couple of months. It's just been, well, that, and I lost my big Silverado, my truck. Took a dive, his transmission went on him, and I had to get rid of him. And I don't really deal well with change, so that's been something that's been kind of bothering me too, because my dad, fortunately enough, sold me his truck and kind of saved my butt in the nick of time. But at the same time, it's not that I'm not grateful. It's not at all, because I am. It's just I miss my truck, my Silverado, and I don't deal, like I said, I don't deal with change, so that's been really hard. So I've had a lot of things happen in the past couple of months that have been just very hard. So then again, I don't know. Like I'm saying, like that's a lot of stuff to go through. So I don't know if, you know, it's just stress that's making my body be like, yeah, peace out to your period for a while. And my periods are being off. But the only thing that caught me was last month. Last month's period was like 8 days long. And I was like, something's wrong. So I also noticed last month that I wasn't ovulating. I ovulate usually about 4 to 5 days, maybe 6 days after my last day of my period. And it didn't happen. It kind of like just like came and went. And I was just like, okay, like what's going on? I kind of just thought about it one night. And I was like, I never ovulated, but I ovulated super late in my cycle. Like it was like really late in my cycle. I ended up ovulating. And I knew that wasn't right either, because you're supposed to ovulate every 11 to 21 days in your cycle. I ovulated on day like, I think it was like 23, 24, and it was super late because you have a period every 28 to 31 days. And some, you know, less, some more, you know, whatever. But this is just strange to me. Like, it's just really weird. So anyways, the reason why I made this video is because I want to be able to look back on this video and, you know, if this is the beginning of a journey, then this is the beginning of something. But at the same time, I wanted to say this at the end of the video, that to all the young women out there that are single and you're dating and you're just kind of like dating and going around and just going from, you know, date, you know, different dates. Really, really, really be careful when it comes to sex. Sex is not, and I know it's really hard when you're in the moment and, you know, he's really cute and he's looking good and you're just like, oh yeah. And, you know, you're feeling it. It's really hard to say no in that moment. But think of this, when you're in that moment, if you're not being careful and you're not protecting yourself, if he's not wearing protection, there is a chance that that one night can turn into a lifelong journey of problems. And it's not worth it. It is not. So take a moment, take a breath, go to the bathroom, grab a condom, do what you got to do. Be safe, and really, you know, and I'm pretty sure he's going to understand. If he is mature enough to understand, I'm sure he's going to understand, you know, yeah, you're right, you know, we're being dumb, let's be safe. You know, you can easily pick the moment back up again with the right moves, you know, but be safe. And always pick your partners very carefully. Don't just go and have sex with anybody because you're either lonely or you're just feeling it and you're like, whatever. Just don't go and have sex with any guy that you know, that's available, because you don't know who he's been with. You don't know how many girls he's been with in that week. And HPV is something that I don't wish upon any woman out there. I don't wish upon any woman out there, because it is scary as hell. And it is something that just looms over you every single day. It's something that is just there. And every little thing that goes wrong in your menstrual cycle, it's going to drive you nuts. And they say cervical cancer is a silent killer. It is something that just slowly kills women, and they don't even know they have it until they go and it's too late and they get a pap smear. And that's the other thing too, ladies, get your pap smears. Either just get them, because we don't know what's going on inside of there. We don't have the tools to sit there in the microscopes and all the crap to do. You have to get this done. It is something that needs to be done. Don't just ignore it and just be like, I'm good, like, I'm Gucci. Like, no, you're not, because it's something it's literally it's slowly going to kill you. And cervical cancer is something that can easily be, you know, healed, taken away, whatever. It can, you know, it can be, if you catch it in the early stages, it can actually be like gone. But if you catch it too late, it's, you know, something that it's a killer. It will kill you. Anyways, I just wanted to make this video and I just wanted to talk about it. It's something that I'm facing right now. I feel like I'm in a dream or I'm in a nightmare and I'm going to snap out of it, but it's just, you know, it's not going to happen. So, peace out, you guys. I mean, like, hopefully not like peace out, but, you know, whoa.